Anna?
Peter, I thought you'd gone to work and left the radio on.
Whereas you've just got back from work.
Feet are killing me.
Where have you been?
At work.
Till 8 o'clock in the morning.
I went dancing till late.
Then where?
Will you please stop asking so many questions? This is my business.
Anna, I'm concerned about you. It's supposed to be an escort job.
It is.
Then why were you out all night? I thought you were asleep in bed.
Leave me alone.
Anna, I'm concerned about you. Where have you been?
Don't ask me.
Why not?
Please, just leave me alone.
I'm telling you, if Mick hadn't walked in the middle of the fight, I'd have killed Barry Grant. I'd have had him, and I'll have him again.
Forget about it if I was you, Jimmy. I mean, you were squatting in the shop, weren't you?
Well, I think of what he did to me. He wrecked me and Jackie's future just like that. Then he pretends he's some sort of... A mate offers me a job in the club.
Well, he's lost the club now, hasn't he? Isn't that some sort of revenge?
Oh, you would say that, wouldn't you, eh? He's always been your mate, hasn't he, eh? Wouldn't do anything to screw up a real mate, would he?
Jimmy, come here. You'd be surprised.
Oh, would I? Listen, I'm telling Joe else all about this. If he thinks he's got any chance of changing her mind, he's had it.
Well, I wouldn't count on it. I know Barry and I know what he's capable of.
Oh, do you? And I know what I'm capable of and all. Listen, I know a few guys who work in the clubs in town. I could have him sorted out any time I want.
Just forget it, will you? Stay away from him.
All right, lads.
I can look after myself.
What's up with him?
Oh, he's fell out with Barry, hasn't he? Barry's been thrown out the nightclub by Joe Alsall.
What for?
Who cares? Got a van, eh?
Well, I've just borrowed it for this job, you know, $5 worth, please, tenants.
Haven't you got enough jobs?
Well, it's not even a job, really. I'm just doing a favour for Mandy Jordash and the girls.
Oh, you're getting awful friendly with Mandy and the girls, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I get on well with them, don't I?
So who is it you fancy? The mum or the kids?
Leave it out, will you?
If I was you, I'd be careful. That husband of hers might start knocking you about.
Yeah, well, he's gone for good, hasn't he?
So he's paved the way for you then, has he?
Right, I'll have to get off.
Ron, could you spare a minute? I've got a short list of about 60.
60? You'll have to be a bit short of napping.
I just never realised how desperate things were until I started going through these, and I'm afraid I didn't have the heart to leave out a few hard luck cases.
It's tragic, isn't it? I voted for this lot, you know. Now I wondered if I should have bothered.
Would you like to go through them?
Not just now, mate. I'm a bit pushed for time, you know. Like I said, the end of the week, eh?
Well, Jean is rather desperate for this new assistant, aren't you, my love?
Look, I was wondering if it wouldn't be simpler all round to give the job to the Rogers girl, young Katie.
Ah, well, I don't really know if she'd want to.
Well, she has asked.
Yeah, but what about her dad? I mean, have you spoken to him at all about it?
Well, is he likely to object?
Well, I just thought... Look, whatever you think yourself, OK?
Well, Mr. Rogers is your friend. If you'd like to ask him yourself.
No, you're all right, Jean. You know what you need. I'll leave it to you to decide. Right. See you later, eh, Bing?
Oh, I wish he'd settle down and make a decision.
It seems wrong somehow, rejecting all these applicants just because it's easier to take on a local kid with no experience.
I know, but God knows how long Dee Dee will be away. And I need help now.
Well, I'm here.
I thought you were going for a haircut today.
Oh, I don't fancy trailing all the way over to Heswell.
Well, there are plenty of other barbers locally. Why don't you go to the salon down the way?
It's hardly me, is it?
David, for heaven's sake. You're beginning to look scruffy. Get down there, get it done now.
Hiya.
All right.
Well, this is a bit of a change from window cleaning. What are you doing?
Well, it's just a bit of flagging, you know.
Didn't know you're into that sort of thing.
Well, it's just a favour for Mandy.
They're still away, are they?
Yeah.
It's going to look a bit odd tacked onto the patio like that.
Yeah, well, what the customer wants, the customer gets.
Change their minds a lot, though, don't they? I mean, first they wanted a pond, and now they want it paved.
Yeah, well, like they say, customer's always right.
Yeah, suppose so.
23.50, please.
Must have some chocolate too.
Oh, well, 23.75. I see you and Barry have parted company, eh?
You struck me fast.
Yeah, well, he's staying in the flat.
Been crying on your shoulder, has he?
No, not him. He's not the sort of fella to give up that easy.
Oh, yeah.
Just watch him.
What does that mean?
What I say. I know him.
You've known him for a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, we grew up together, we were kids, and that's why I know him.
I was talking to someone who's very interested in you too.
Like who?
Detective Inspector Kemp. He was telling me all sorts. Shotguns on the beach, Barry doing a bunk.
Yeah, well, Kent, he just likes trouble, doesn't he?
He seemed to think Barry's trouble. He wasn't disappointed to hear he was out of Lulluth. Quite the opposite, in fact.
I'd make sure you know what you're doing, pushing Barry out.
Has he said anything to you?
He doesn't need to. I know him.
That doesn't give me much to go on.
Put it this way, I know what he's capable of. So don't rile him, eh?
Would you like another coffee, Mr. Crosby?
Oh, no, thank you. That was very nice. Thanks.
I hope Jane's looking after you. She's very good.
Oh, yes, yes. Smashing. Thanks.
We like our customers to get the personal treatment.
Yes, well, it certainly makes a change to the old barber shop I used to go to in
Oh,
Heswell.
Heswell? I love Heswell. Over on the Riddle. All that ozone in the sea air.
Yes, very bracing.
Mind you, I suppose living round here has its compensations, like being next door to your daughter and your grandson.
Oh, yes.
You're retired, aren't you?
Yes.
So am I. Although I do a few days a week in here, you know, just to help my granddaughter out. She manages 2 salons for BK, you know, one in Chester. I suppose I could sit with my feet up all day, but I like meeting people.
Yes, I'm sure. Yes, I know what you mean.
I suppose it's the same with you. I hope you don't think I'm nosy, but I've noticed you helping your wife in Dixon's flower shop.
Yes, I do the odd day, but only since Mrs. Dixon hasn't been too well. Actually, Jean's desperate to find an assistant.
Really?
Yes, it's quite heartbreaking, some of the applications we've had in, you know. Young people with no experience and very little hope of finding a job in this day and age. And, you know, if there is an opportunity, who's prepared to give them a chance?
Yeah, it's very sad. I blame the government.
Because ideally, we would like someone who's worked in the florist shop, but well, I suppose general retail experience would do just as well.
Someone a bit more mature, is that what you had in mind?
Yes, you could hit the nail on the head there. Ah, that's super. Great, thank you very much. Yes, as a matter of fact, I think that Jean might be happier with someone of her own age, you know, someone reliable.
Oh, I'm sure. There you go, Mr. Crosby.
Thank you. Right, what do I owe you?
£2.50.
Well, that's very reasonable.
Special rates for senior citizens.
Oh. Right, that's that, and that's for Jane. Thank you. Well, thank you, and thanks for the coffee.
Julia.
Thank you, Julia.
Now that's what you call a real gentleman.
Tony, go and comb your hair, you'll lost sight. Hey, get him here. Can I have a taxi? It's 8 Brookside Close, Manor Park. Yeah, going to the convent on Livingston Road. 5 minutes off, thanks. Bye. God, where's old Michael? Did you tell him to be here for past? Yeah. Well, I hope you did. I wonder if he's done his own thing as usual and gone straight there. Last.
I thought my dad wasn't coming.
You thought your dad wasn't coming where? What's going on? What are you two doing here this time of the day?
Well, my mum asked me, Tony and our Mike to come and see her.
What, at this time? Hey, what about his school?
She gave me a note from my teacher.
What is this, Jacqueline? You were only at the convent yesterday.
Well, I don't know why. She just asked us 3, that's all.
What for?
I don't know.
Come on, she must have said something.
Dad, I don't know. She just wants to talk to us about something.
So, why didn't you tell me, like?
Well, I've hardly seen you.
We had our breakfast together, didn't we?
Well, my mum said there was no need to mention it to you.
There's a taxi.
Taxi, eh? What are you two doing running around in taxis? No, don't tell me. Did your mother give you the money? Right. Well, I think I'll share this taxi with you.
Yeah, but what about Michael? He's not turned up.
Never mind about Michael. I want to find out what this is all about.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Oh, yes, they are.
That'll be just £3, dear, please. Anna was telling me everybody buys flowers in Poland.
Pity they don't here, eh?
My mother used to sell them at the railway station. When I was a little girl, I used to help her.
Really? The family business?
Oh, we never had a shop like this.
Perhaps we should add Anna to our list. Jean's looking for an assistant. I don't suppose you'd be interested.
Well, yes.
You're not working?
I have a part-time job in the evenings.
Well, this could fit in very well. Have you done any shop work before?
I worked for 2 small shops in London, not for very long.
Well, you soon pick this up, wouldn't you, dear? And I expect you learned a lot about it from your mother.
Well, if you thought I would be suitable.
I'm afraid we couldn't afford to pay very much.
Oh, it's not that bad. And the work's not hard.
No, but it's more suitable to a student or somebody retired like myself, somebody who doesn't need to earn a great deal.
But I do have my evening job as well.
Ah, yes, but then we would have to start deducting national insurance and income tax, and I do know for a fact that Mr. Dixon rather wanted to avoid that.
Oh, it wouldn't pay cash in hand?
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh. Well, I was really looking for something a bit more casual. But thank you very much for the offer anyway. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What a shame. Such a polite, well-mannered girl.
I wish you wouldn't offer the job to any Tom, Dick or Harriet who happens to come in, especially the young, good-looking ones. There are dozens of letters you haven't even opened yet.
Perhaps I'd better get started on them then.
Well, perhaps you'd like to go home and do it in case any other polite and well-mannered girls happen to come in.
Come in. There you are. What are you doing here?
I wanted to know what you do in arranging taxis and writing notes to school so they can come here in the middle of the day.
Why? Are you worried about something?
I want to know what's going on.
I'd sooner you waited outside.
Why? You got something to hide?
Me? I've got nothing to hide. I just want to talk to them on their own.
Yeah, well, I'd sooner stay here.
Dad, please. Please. He wouldn't let us come on our own. He came in just as I'd phoned a taxi. That's all right. Come and sit down, the two of you. Where's Mike? I don't know. I thought he might have come straight here. So, what do you want to say about Mum? I don't know whether to wait for Mike or not. Well, we can tell him if he doesn't turn up. Right. Since I've been in here, I've had a lot of time to think. And I've had to make a very important decision. It hasn't been easy, but now I've made the decision, I'm going to stick by it. You know, your dad and I haven't been getting on very well these last few months. Well, I'm afraid I've decided, and it's best for us all. Your dad and I are going to split up. No, why? What for? I'm sorry, but there's no other way, Jack. What's me done so much? You want to split up? He's not done anything.
Why can't you stay together then?
Oh, we can't. Oh, it's so hard to explain. I mean, these days, your dad and I want different things. We're not making each other happy. And if we're not happy, that's no good for you too. Yeah, but when you get better... No, when I leave here, your dad and I will be separated. So what do you want me to do it? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But there's no other way. You'll get used to it. And us, Mike,
Hi.
Hey, Max.
Everything under control while the boss is away?
No problems. Oh, hello.
Do me a favour, will you? Look after these little horrors. I've just picked them up from school, but I've got this site visit in Angel, see?
Oh, Max, I can't. I'm up to my eyes in it with all this new stuff from Oxford, and I've got to get to the printers before the show.
Well, you see, this is important, Miss Margaret, and I can't very well drag a gang of kids to a site visit.
Well, can't you ask Jean?
No, I've done too much on her already, and it's very difficult coping with children when customers are tramping in and out.
Well, I've got to go out.
Well, surely it can wait till tomorrow.
No, it can't.
You did agree to mind them while Patricia was away.
Not when I'm supposed to be working.
Well, look, Margaret, I'm sorry, but I've got no options. I'm running late as it is. You just have to sort something out with Jean.
Now, you two come see me tomorrow, do you hear?
Jackie, what's wrong? Tony? What's going on?
Mum and Dad are splitting up.
Oh. You what? This is bloody news to me. What have you been telling them?
Well, get inside.
Hey. You can just wait a minute. Hey, what's all this? What have you been telling them?
What do you expect? You should have thought about all that before you started carrying on with some bit of a shop girl.
You mean you told them about Bev?
Do you think I'd tell them their father was having a sordid affair with some young girl? Do you think I'd tell my own kids that? Ron, we've finished. I want a separation, and as soon as I'm well enough to get out of here, I want you to leave the house.
Come on, love, you know you don't mean that. We've got to talk about this, Dee.
Oh, don't Dee me, not anymore. I've just had to break those kids' hearts over you.
But we should have talked about this before you told them anything.
You don't deserve any consideration from me. I haven't had any from you, not for a long, long time now. No, you go to your shop, girl. You go to the flat that you found for her.
Oh, come on, love.
Ron, will you go? I don't want to see you anymore.
But look, can't we even talk about this? We've got to discuss the future.
There is no future, not for you and me. Ron, it's finished. It's up to you what you tell Jackie and Tony.
Mum?
Michael, can you just give us a minute, please? What are you going to tell him?
Same as I tell the others.
Oh, I've been looking for you. Listen, what's this about Barry Grant being thrown out the nightclub?
Well, who told you, nosy owl?
Terry told me, is it true?
Yeah, it's true.
Well, hang on a minute, what about my flat? I don't want that soft mare Joe Alsall turning it into a flaming health club.
Well, you better have a word with her about it then, hadn't you?
Hello.
Oh, hello, Julia.
Listen, have you met that David Crosby fella? That finance guy?
Yeah, I do his windows, why?
Oh, just curiosity, really, you know.
Oh, yeah. Do you fancy him, do you?
Oh, don't be soft. A woman of my age. No, it's just that he came in for a trim and we were discussing the vacancy at the flower shop and he said he thought they might need a more mature person.
Ah, but must be the other way round, then, ain't you?
Hey?
All right, Bing.
Hello, Julia.
Mr. Crosby.
It's obvious, isn't it? If he's talking to you like that, he must fancy you.
Well, listen, I wouldn't ask normally, but I'm mad busy and I've got to get to the printers before the show. Can you mind them?
Well, I suppose so, but I don't want to make a habit of having them here.
Well, perhaps Mr. Crosby could have them if he's not too busy. Would you mind?
Has he left them with you
No,
again?
with Margaret, actually.
He's got a damn nerve. I told you he's got to learn to cope on his own.
You know I wouldn't ask normally, but I'm really busy.
Well, he shouldn't expect you to have them either, Margaret. You know, I can't believe the arrogance of the man after what's happened.
David, I really
Why,
think...
something happened.
No, it's all right. It's nothing.
I'm ringing Patricia later if there's anything I can do.
No, really, Margaret, it's nothing.
It doesn't sound like nothing to me. You know, I am Patricia's friend as well as her assistant. I lived with them for 2 years.
No, thank you, Margaret.
When you lived with them, did Susanna ever spend much time at the house when Patricia was away?
David,
I
I
would
really...
like to know.
Susanna again, is it?
Again?
Oh, listen, I shouldn't say anything.
No, Margaret, I would like to know.
Well, I'd rather not.
Well, I'm afraid I'd like to know as well.
Well, Patricia found out that Max had been seeing Susanna secretly at Christmas before last.
Well, she told us that, didn't she?
Oh,
Yes,
well.
but perhaps there's something she hasn't told us.
Well, she just found out that Susanna had stayed the night while she was away working, and they split up for a while till Patricia had her operation. Well, I mean, it's obvious she doesn't like hanging round.
I see.
Listen, I really have got to go. Thanks. Bye, kids.
So, it isn't the first time. What's he doing to our Patsy, eh? My God, that was when she was diagnosed with the breast cancer. He cheated on her when she was seriously ill.
I've been told that he's dangerous, but I didn't think he'd go this far.
Well, he would have done if I hadn't have gone for him. I could have killed him.
Could have been a bluff, I suppose.
It wasn't a bluff. Don't you remember me telling you about my shop being blown up?
What?
I told you. I used to have the shop at the end and it was blown up. Barry Grant did that. Could have killed someone. Put me out of business, blew up my future. Look, you don't know him like I do. He could end up having another go. I don't want this job destroyed by him.
Well, just leave it to me, I'll sort it.
Listen, faffing around trying to make him bankrupt and stuff's no good. He's dangerous, and he said he'd get me. He needs sorting properly.
He said he'd get you.
Yeah, and he meant it. I'm telling you, he doesn't mess about.
Oh, don't worry, Jimmy. I think I know a way. I'm sure that you and I can get rid of him.
How? What are we gonna do? I want him to suffer. I want him to suffer like me and Jackie did. I want revenge.
Don't you worry, Jimmy. You'll get it. Just been looking for you. Heard you were staying at your mate's.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be too far away now, do I?
I've been talking to Jimmy. Wasn't it a bit OTT trying to talk to the club?
Always been so discretion, our Jimmy, hasn't he?
How on earth did you expect to get away with it?
Well, Jimmy said I tried to talk to the club, but I didn't, did I?
For goodness sake, let's stop playing games. Can't we talk things over?
OK, let's talk.
Well, not now. I'm on my way out. But how about later on?
Oh, yeah, well, you've had time to wheel your henchmen in.
There'll be none of that, I promise you. So how about later on?
OK.
No need to bring matches and petrol.
Why were you late picking us up from school, Daddy?
I'm sorry, I'm busy, that's all.
Can we stop at the paper shop? My comic will be there.
No, not just now.
Oh, please.
Look, just have to wait. That's that. Sorry, I'm running late. Oh, my God!
What do you want, Daddy? Why has he stopped us?
Be quiet.
All right, Ron.
Hello, Mick.
Listen, I was wondering if you'd seen Barry Grant lately.
I wouldn't cross the road to see that little shyster.
Yeah, I know, but I thought we could have another go at him about this rent rise.
Sorry, mate, I haven't got the time.
Oh, Ron, could I have a word, please?
Just give us 5 minutes, love. See what I mean?
Well, someone's gonna have to see him, Ron, because these rent rises are crazy.
Yeah, well, not me, mate. Not today, anyway.
All right. I suppose it's no use asking you where Barry Grant is.
His car's there, isn't it?
So he's in the club, then?
Not anymore, he isn't. He's out of there for good.
Oh, I see. So that's what all the bloodshed was about the other day, then?
No. That was something between me and him, personal.
So why is he out the club, though?
That's between him and Joe Alsall. Money. Like, he hasn't got any.
So that's why he's screwing us for more rent?
Probably.
Daddy, you don't like policemen, do you?
No, not today, darling.
Mummy doesn't like bad language.
Well, Mummy isn't here, is she?
But if you've whittled the shortlist down to 20, what's the problem?
I haven't got the time to arrange interviews, to phone people and write to them.
Neither have I, love. Actually, I wouldn't mind David taking the job, you know. I'd cover his expenses.
No. I'd rather David didn't do any interviewing.
Why not? I'm sure he'd enjoy it.
Because he's not very objective over things like this. He tends not to be critical enough.
I don't know. I thought that adding the paper would solve our problems, not give us more.
Look, there is a way round this, you know.
I'm all ears, love. I'm all ears.
Give the job to young Katie Rogers. Dee will probably be better by the time Katie goes back to school.
Have you spoken to Katie about it?
Well, she did come in yesterday to find out if we'd got anyone.
Yeah, but have you sussed out if it's okay with her dad?
Of course. There's no problem there.
Well, that's it then. Give the job to Katie for the summer.
I'll get in touch with her tomorrow.
Oh, hello, Ron. How are you? How's Dee and the children?
They're fine, thanks, Julia.
Oh, I am glad. I heard she was poorly. You give her my best wishes, eh?
Yeah, well. Do you know what, Julia? If I didn't know you better, I'd swear you're after something.
He's always one for a joke, isn't he? Oh, I remember him when all he had was the Moby. He's doing very well, isn't he?
Can I help you?
I was looking for Mr. Crosby, actually. Oh. He was in my granddaughter's salon yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And we had a little chat about the job that's going here, and I wanted to tell him that I was available.
What a shame. Mr. Dixon has just given it to somebody else. You have missed it by minutes.
Oh, well, perhaps you can tell him I'll see him again. Perhaps he could bear me in mind if this person lets him down.
Oh, I'm sure he'd be delighted to do that.
Well, I'm in the salon most days if he wants to discuss it, and we've always got a coffee to spare. Oh, and you're welcome as well.
Oh, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Hello.
Another day, another dollar. Suppose your working day's just starting.
Yes, a bit earlier than usual. I'm being taken to the opening of an art exhibition and then on to dinner.
Sounds good.
Yes, I've never been to a private exhibition before. I must go.
Anna. Just take care, okay?
Darling, you go and sit over there. Matthew, go on. Go with your sister. I mean, for heaven's sake, Margaret, I'm desperate here. Can't drag kids to meetings.
Well, I would have had to drag him to the printers yesterday if Jane hadn't stepped in.
An hour and a half. Just give me an hour and a half and I'll be straight back.
I don't want to look after him.
You agreed to look after them. You told Patricia you would.
I've changed my mind.
Would you like me to ring Patricia in Oxford now? Ask permission.
Please yourself.
That keep you happy?
You've been seeing Susanna again behind her back, haven't you?
What's this about, Susanna?
It's not right, you know, Max. You know how upset she was the Christmas before last. You shouldn't be seeing Susanna in secret.
She's in America, for God's sake. Where's this come from? Her father been talking to you?
They're worried, aren't they? Why'd you have to cheat on Patricia?
You shouldn't be listening to him. It's all in his mind. I mean, him of all people.
Well, I mean, you've done it before, haven't you, when Patricia threw you out? I just can't understand why you'd do it again.
This is none of your business. Matthew, Emily, downstairs, now.
So she could call in tomorrow morning, Mr. Rogers. Thank you. Bye.
What has David been telling Margaret? He's got no right going round telling...
I quite agree. He's got no right to say anything in front of her.
I should damn well think not. Before I know it, the whole world will be believing his ridiculous allegations. Look, Susanna stayed the night, and I didn't mention it to Patricia. That was all.
Was it, Max?
Yes. Look, Jean, can't you have a word with him? I mean, all right, I made one stupid mistake. I must have been out of my mind letting her stay, but why should he have to upset Patricia just because of one stupid mistake?
Was it just one, Max?
I'm sorry?
Margaret told us that this had happened before. The Christmas that Patricia was diagnosed as having cancer. And that she threw you out. Was that a ridiculous allegation as well? And now I suppose you'd like me to look after the children. I will do it for their sakes, Max. Not yours. Come along, you two. I think there's some orange juice out at the back.
Do you stay for your tea or what?
No, I don't feel like eating.
Here he is now.
All right. What's up? Have I turned green or something?
We wanted to talk to you.
Oh, yeah.
About you and me mum.
Have you been to see her today?
We're going after tea.
You go.
You know she doesn't want to see me, don't you, Michael?
Oh, can't you just turn up?
Do you want more rows and upset, eh? Don't you think it's better if I just stay away?
No, it's not. Look, we want you to go and see her.
Every day, if you can manage it.
You heard what she said, didn't you, love? She wants me out of here. She wants us to separate.
But why's that? Is it because she's depressed?
I don't know, son. You heard what she said.
Yeah, but she's not better yet, though, is she? When she's better, she might change her mind. If you went to see her every day.
No, I don't think so, Jack.
Can't you even try? I mean, give her a couple of months or something. She might see things differently.
Look, I don't want you building up your hopes like this. As far as I can see, your mother's dead set on us getting separated. There's nothing I can do.
Yo, you sound like you want to be separated.
2-year-old, don't you?
Tell us that, please.
I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
Don't you care?
Yeah, of course I care, son. But I've been finding it really hard lately living with your mother. I don't know whether it was this breakdown coming on or what, but... well, things just haven't been working between us.
Like what?
Well, you can't just put your finger on one specific thing, love. But, well, she's just been going her own way. OK, I know she'll say that I've been doing the same. But, I mean, I didn't fix up any of that business over Leanne, did I? I didn't hide any money away to open a florist shop. I mean, I can't honestly say that I did anything like that.
Jackie, don't cry.
I just wanted them to try.
Dad, can't you give it a go, eh? Please?
No, I can't, son. I'm sorry, but I can't. I just feel like it's over.
All right.
He's the booze expert.
You are? I haven't touched one all day.
I'm only joking. Can you pass us that brandy, please, Nicky? I've got a chance of a job lot of this stuff. Thought you might like to road test it for me. Looks a bit strong for me.
Thanks, boss. Never say no to free ale.
Well?
Not bad.
You might as well finish it. Take the bottle home if you want.
Joe, what have you done about Barry Grant?
Give me a chance.
Yeah, well, he doesn't hang about, does he? You don't know what he's up to.
As a matter of fact, I've asked him to come in later.
Have you now?
And if you want to keep this job, you don't say a word. Okay.
Yeah, could I speak to Mrs. Patricia Farnham, please? Oh, right. Yeah, could you tell her husband called? For her to ring me back before midnight. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Can you drink a water, please, Dad?
You go back up, son. I'll bring you up a glass in a while. Good boy. Yeah, hello? Could I speak to Mrs. Susanna Farnham, please? She's not there. No message. Cute. Bye.
This is a late start for a Friday night, isn't it? Yeah, well, don't expect me back. I get so bladdered I don't wake up till Sunday. It takes me back. Why don't you get half bladdered, then you can do it again tomorrow? Peter, what would you do if your mum and dad were splitting up? Sorry? I forget it. Did I hear you right? Your folks are splitting up? That's right, yeah. But I thought your mum was in hospital. Well, she wants to separate, like, but my dad won't do anything to try and talk her around. We've tried to talk to him, but he just doesn't seem to give a toss. No, I'm sorry, mate. Well, maybe I'll have a go when she's out of hospital, you know, when things are normal. I don't know what's going to happen. Now, can I get you a coffee or a drink or anything? There's still some jam and beer left if you... No, I'm going to go. Hello? Anna? What's happened? Where are you? Hang on. Where?
Hey, good stuff.
I've decided you're having the rest of the night off.
Oh, what for?
I don't want you and Barry facing up to each other, that's why. I'll handle him.
All right. What are you going to do? Zuff him up?
I shouldn't have given you that drink.
Oh, go away, I'm
Go home and finish it. I'll handle Barry.
Oh, like you did last week, you mean?
I'm not scared of him. I've got guys on the door if he dares to do anything like that. Now, come on home.
Yeah, okay. Well, look, you ring me any time you like if he starts anything, right?
I'll do that. Now, off you go. Car keys.
I've told you them all, right?
Car keys. You're no good as my head of security without a driving licence.
I haven't had enough to get done.
Keys.
There.
It's not far to do you good. See you tomorrow.
Night.
Knocking off early, aren't you, Jimmy?
Nothing to do with you now, Grant.
So what's wrong with the office?
I've got witnesses here if you decide to play caveman again. Take Barry's coat, Nicky. Drink?
No, thanks. So, what's the invitation for? What do you want to talk to me about?
You tried to talk to my club.
Our club.
Whatever. You tried to talk to it.
That's what Jimmy said, but it didn't.
Look, things have gone too far and I want to reach a sensible compromise.
Who's talking about compromises? Half this club is mine.
Are you willing to listen?
Well, I'm here, aren't I?
Hey, Barry, look, aware about this rent. Hey, Barry.
Are you all right?
I thought you weren't coming.
I got lost. Come on, get in the car. What the hell happened?
My date. He attacked me.
Well, he raped you.
No. He punched me. He just kept on punching me, and then he threw me out of the car and just drove off.
Right, we'll find the nearest police station. Did you get the car number?
I don't want the police. I can't go near them. They'll deport me.
We'll go to your agency and tell them exactly what their clients are doing.
No, I can't. They'll sack me.
How the hell can they sack you? One of their clients just assaulted you.
I can't go to the agency, Peter. It's my fault.
Why? He beat you up, for God's sake.
I said I'd go back to his hotel with him. Then he stopped the car and started touching me, and I told him to stop it.
Anna, you've got to tell the agency.
I can't. He offered me £70 to go back to his room.
What do you want, Grant? Hey, you want another dose? Get out!
You insisted it wasn't. But I knew it was prostitution.
That's what you call it, yes?
That's what anyone would call it. Anna, you're going with men for money. There's no other word for it.
It's just a business arrangement to me. I'm not like those girls that you see standing on street corners. They're prostitutes.
Oh, for God's sake, you're just one step away from that.
I have dinner and drinks with a man. Then I go back to his room. I see girls doing that every time I walk into a bar or a club. The only difference is I get paid.
But you're better than that, Anna. You're
I'm an
intelligent.
illegal immigrant from Poland. I get a job with taxes and everything, and I'm on the next plane back. How else am I going to earn the money to get a man to marry me?
That guy could have killed you tonight.
He didn't. Not everyone's like him.
Just think of the risks, please. Next time you might not be so lucky. Why don't you stop?
not stopping till I get what I want.
If you lost that, look.
I was unlucky this time, that's all.
Look, what is this, eh? First you want me out, and now you want to buy me out?
I don't want this place torching.
Well, neither do I just want to carry on as we always have.
Look, we're going to have to finish this some other time.
But we haven't got anywhere yet.
I'm beginning to wonder if we ever will.
Look, I just want us to carry on as we always have done. All this talk about going bankrupt, this crap.
We talk again when you're not so pig-headed about everything.
Half this club is mine.
We discuss it. I'll get your coat.
We need to talk about things.
Another time!
Oh, my God. There's been an accident. Get some help!
You're here, then.
Do you mind knocking before you come in, please?
I'm sorry. It's just that I got a load on today, and I wondered if you'd heard about Jimmy.
Yeah, he's late again.
Yeah, well, that's what I've come to tell you. You see, he won't be coming in today. Somebody did him last night in a hit and run.
What? Are you serious?
Of course, I'm serious.
And how is he?
Well, there, Tracy said he's got a broken arm and a few other injuries.
A hit and run? That's terrible.
Yeah, probably joyriders or a drunk driver.
Any witnesses?
I don't know. I'll probably get the full story when I go in to see him.
I'll have to pop in myself. There are a few crates of empties outside. You couldn't take them downstairs for me, could you, seeing as Jimmy's laid up?
Give us a few bob and I'll sort them for you. And hey, you're lucky he is only laid up. Could have been killed.
Jimmy?
God. What are you doing here?
Is that all you can say?
I knew Jimmy Corkin. It was too early to use my bus pass. I had to pay to come here to see you.
All right, sorry. Don't give me any grief.
I should think, yeah, sorry. I should have visited my friend, Ollie Sparrow. She's only down the college getting an abscess drained.
What? Hang on. So what happened?
Oh. On my way home, I got knocked down, and the get didn't stop.
Is that it?
I've had a few, like, you know. So the details are a bit sketchy, like.
The demon drink, eh? I suppose you walked off the curb without doing your highway code, did you?
Nan, why don't you go and visit your mate? Well, it'd save time, wouldn't it? Because we've got to be back at work.
OK, love. Now, you make sure you get plenty of fibre while you're lying there, otherwise you get constipated. I had to have an anemone when I was having Irene.
Yeah.
Right. I'll call again. I'll see you in the foyer, love.
OK, Nan.
What to bring her for? We could sooner have the enemy.
Don't be horrible, Jimmy. She was genuinely concerned.
Genuinely nosy, you mean?
What really happened?
Like I said, it was a hit and run. Only I saw who did it.
You saw them?
Everybody's favourite property developer. My boss. Ex-boss. Yeah. Barry Grant.
All right, love.
Hiya.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Sorry I'm late. Come on, there's something up.
I feel embarrassed, but I'm gonna need some money.
Is that all? Here, tell her, dear.
No, I need a bit more than that. Maybe a couple of hundred.
A couple of hundred? What for?
Well, it's this phone bill. I didn't think it'd be that high.
Hi. Do you know somebody who lives on the moon? Like?
I'm serious, Ron. Can I lend it or not?
Bev, I haven't got that kind of money to spare, have I, love? The recession's still taking its toll. You know Granty's just shoved the rent up, don't you?
Doesn't matter.
Hey. What's wrong, love? Come on, you can tell me.
I said it doesn't matter.
Hey, Pete!
Yeah?
Give us a touch with this, will you, mate?
What is it?
Just a machine for flattening down the gear at the Jordash's back, you know.
Yeah, sure.
It's a bit heavy on my own, you know. Yeah, there's a handle there. Just grab it with 2 hands. Ready?
Yeah.
OK, into the banner. 1, 2, right, go. That's it, mate. Go on. Cheers, mate.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you very much.
I was a bit heavy on my own, wasn't it? I couldn't...
Oh, I've got to get to work. I got a state of me.
Well, it'll come off.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, what's happened?
This is what I get for being a good Samaritan.
You mean, is that how you feel about taking me in?
No, doesn't matter.
Peter, can we forget about what happened? Please.
So being assaulted by a client is just an occupational hazard.
No, of course not. I'm sorry, I'll clip it up.
Just think about what you're doing, please. Get in the car. Emily, come on, get in the car. Relax enough as it is. Look, behave yourself. Come on, get in the car. Morning.
Morning.
David, is Gina about?
No, she's left for work already.
Anna? Look, you lot behave yourself, all right? Anna? Anna, I wonder if you could do me a big favour.
I'll try.
Please feel free to say no, but I'm in desperate need for a bit of help with the children. Now, Patricia's in Oxford at the moment on business.
Oh, look, Max, I don't think Patricia would be very pleased to come back and find me looking after your children.
Oh, she doesn't have to know. Hey, look, I really am desperate. I'll make it worth your while.
OK. Well, I can't do evenings, but I can help out during the day.
Oh, well, that's great. Well, Thomas is in play school for a few hours, so I'll pick him up. If you look after him for the rest of the afternoon, I'll be more than grateful. Then it's just the other two from 3:30 till 6-ish.
Yeah, OK. Well, I'm in for the rest of the morning, so give me a call when you need me.
Thanks a million.
OK, bye.
50p change. Thanks, love. Ta-da. Listen, I've done a bit of working out, and I think I should be able to squeeze 150 quid I could lend you. No, give you.
Look, I'm fine, honest.
Well, look, after work, why don't we go for the Chinese and have a bit of a time together? It was our first romantic meal, wasn't it? Then we could take a bottle back to yours, couldn't we?
I don't want you to come round tonight.
Bev, love, I've given everything up for you, you know. Dee Dee and me are finished. The kids know the marriage is over, and... Well, I've got plans for us. We're going places, but... Well, you've got to tell me what's on your mind. I've never seen you like this before. Are you going off me?
Morning, you two.
Sorry, have I interrupted something?
No. No, you're all right, Bing. She's just a bit, you know.
Oh, young women, yeah. Yeah, it used to be the same when I was running the pharmacy. One moment fine, the next, moody. The only one I never had trouble with was Agnes Finnegan. Now, she was a rock. Do you know, I think if things had been different, we'd have tied the knot.
What can I get you, Bing?
Some insulating tape, please, Ron. A few loose connections on the radio. You know, I've just made contact with a wonderful woman in Archangel. Anastasia. Speaks brilliant English.
Yeah, very nice. That's 45p, please, mate.
Right.
Oh, no, David. How are you? You don't mind if I call you David, do you?
No, not at all. By the way, I'm sorry it didn't work out at the florist's. You see, we'd have had to pay someone like yourself higher wages, and I'm afraid it was all about keeping costs down, wasn't it, Ron?
Yeah.
Just this, please.
I suppose you've heard about Jimmy Corkill. You know the chap who works in the nightclub? He's a relative of mine. Where's luck? Hit and run. Left him for dead, they did.
Good Lord.
When was this?
Last night. He's not too badly injured, though. He's broke his arm, he's twisted his knee, and he's got some internal bruising.
Is he in the Aussie, like?
Next wall to a friend of mine.
I don't know. People aren't safe to walk the streets anymore.
They should bring back the bait for things like this.
Oh, come on, Nan.
Bye.
I think you clicked there, you know, Bing.
No, nonsense. Not at all.
Oh, thanks. You've really saved my bacon. I'm loaded down with work.
Oh, I've got quite a lot to do at Peter's, so I hope you don't mind if I take Thomas with me later.
No, not at all.
Seems strange being back here.
Yeah, must be 6 months.
You all right?
Yes, I've just got this dodgy stomach, that's all. Had it for, some time now.
Listen, you should see a doctor.
Well, I'm going, actually. I've booked an appointment for tomorrow. If I can fit it in. I already cancelled it once.
You have to, otherwise you'll be taking those tablets all the time.
No, I'm going. Right. I'll just grab a quick bite to eat, then I'll get off.
Max, this is why you have a bad stomach. All this dashing around, grabbing quick bites. When was the last time you had a proper meal?
I don't know. A couple of days, I suppose.
Why don't you let me make you something? Look, just put your feet up, just for half an hour. For your health's sake, Max. Half an hour?
All right. So, what are you up to these days?
Oh, I'm just doing some bar work.
Oh, that sounds a waste of your talents. Which bar's this?
You wouldn't know it. Would a Spanish omelette suit you?
Yeah, great. Well, I bet nanny to a barmaid's a real change.
Yes, well, it's not really what I want to do, so I try and push it out of my mind until I get there.
Can't say I blame you. Mind you, I can think of more unpleasant jobs than a barmaid.
Oh, hello again.
Oh, hello.
I hope you don't mind me mentioning it, but a little birdie tells me that you used to be a chemist.
Not quite, actually. I was a pharmacist.
Oh, well, that's what I meant. Sounds a bit posher, doesn't it, eh, pharmacist?
What's in a word, eh?
Yeah. Anyway, it's about a friend of mine. She's got a bad heart, and the doctor's given her some tablets. Well, I'm convinced that he's given her the wrong ones, because ever since she's been taking them, she's got this funny twitch in her arm, you know. Like that.
Well, it's a bit difficult for me to know if she's having some side effects unless I know what the tablets are.
I think they begin with an A. Do you think they might be the wrong ones?
I don't know. Look, why don't you tell her to go back to her doctor with the tablets and explain what's going on?
Is that your professional advice, then?
Yes.
Well, thank you very much. I'll have to call you Dr. Crosby, won't I? If I've got any more problems, I know just where to come.
Hello, Joe. I was just trying to get my head down there.
Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. I couldn't believe what had happened when I heard.
Imagine how I felt then. You know who it was, don't you?
Know who what was?
Barry Grant did this.
Don't be stupid.
Joe, honest. It was him in his car. He drove straight at me.
Come
come on, you only argued with him. Nothing that would make him want to do anything like this.
I swear to God it was Barry Grant.
What did the police say?
I haven't told them. I want to sort him myself.
No, don't. He's dangerous.
Joe, I can't go the busies. It's against me nature.
The man is a psychopath. If he'd do this over an argument, imagine what he'd try and do if you physically hurt him.
And I'm on my feet. I'll sort it.
Jimmy, if Barry had got his way, we'd be making arrangements for a funeral right now. You and I have got a club to run when you're back on your feet, and if he's still around, we're never going to be safe. Do the right thing and tell the police. I'm sure that D.I. Kent bloke would be very interested.
Hi, Julia.
I suppose you've heard then.
Heard what?
Jimmy called. Somebody knocked him down the car and then drove off.
Go away, when was that?
Last night. We were one of the first he got in touch with.
Is he badly ill, like?
Oh, nothing that won't heal in a few months. I'm just telling Frank here about Jimmy.
Yeah, Jackie Corker must be worried out of her mind.
Poor woman will never rest while Jimmy's getting up to no good. Still, better get back to work. Ta.
See you, Julia.
Just wanted to say I made up with your Katie working in the florist, say.
Very nice of you.
Look, Frank, I don't want to fall out with you and Lynn over this business with Bev. I mean, we've all had good nights, haven't we?
And those good nights included Dee.
Yeah, but Dee and I are all washed up, Frank. We're finished. She wants us to separate.
Can you blame her on?
I'm not looking to put the blame anywhere. I mean, these things are never anyone's fault. They just happen. That's why I want things out in the open.
So you've told your kids, then? They're well in the picture over Bev, are they?
Oh, get real about it, will you, Frank? I mean, pardon me for mentioning it, but I think your own mother's died in front of you, didn't you? I mean, when it's over, it's over.
Point taken. But if you want the old truth out into the open, Ron, tell your kids why Dee's calling her a day. And listen, don't start coming the old, we're all men routine with me. If you were a real man, you wouldn't be in the mess you're in now.
Never been in love, Frank?
Oh, yeah. But one at a time's enough for me. And one my own age.
Thomas, come here. Oh, hello.
What's going on?
Oh, I'm just helping Max out.
Is that wise? I mean, Patricia did, shall we say, ask you to move on.
I'm only doing him a favour. I'm sure he'll tell Mrs. Farnham about it.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Max.
Bye-bye, Thomas.
Bye.
Hello. Something else to keep from Patricia?
Pardon?
I don't think it's very smart using a nanny that Patricia sacked to look after Thomas, do you?
Look, I'm in a hole. I am trying to hold my life together and look after 3 children, so if I have to call on an ex-nanny, then so be it. But if you want to tell Patricia, I'll give you her bloody hotel number and you can call her now. Look, David...
No thanks, it looks too strong for me. I see they've decided to make the patio bigger.
Yeah, well, it was Mandy. She said, you know, in case they have a barbecue or something, she doesn't want to get any smoke too close to the house.
Oh, it's a good idea.
Oh, yeah? All right, Pete. Fancy giving us a hand?
No chance. Not going in that thing again.
Oh, careful, Thomas.
So what's Master Farnham doing here, then?
Oh, Max asked me to do some babysitting. The other 2 children are coming over later, but he's paying me, so...
A bit more sensible than the other career, isn't it? Look, Anna, this escort job of yours, I'm not really sure I can handle it, you know.
You're not sure you can handle it?
No, in getting that late call and finding you in not the best of situations, beaten up and in tears, the job's dangerous.
It was a one-off. I have to take these chances.
How can you say that? You could have been seriously hurt, Or even killed, for God's sake.
Lots of people have to take risks in their jobs. It was a one-off. I mean, it's never happened before.
Anna, you live here. This is suburbia. Nice houses and neat little gardens. And you tell me casually you have to take risks in your job like you're an oil worker, but you're not.
I'm a prostitute?
No. Yes. You're having sex with strange men for money, for God's sake.
Well, that's what a prostitute does.
Don't patronize me, please.
I'm sorry.
Look, Anna, Joe Halsall is exploiting you. She's making a fool of you.
Is she? Wait, who's exploiting who? Look at this. Joe Halsall provides me with the opportunity to earn my keep. Now, if I decide to earn extra money by going back to some man's hotel, then that's my decision.
But she's only got you working there because she knows you need the money.
Exactly. And because I need every penny of this to keep me in this country, I'll go on being exploited, as you call it.
I'm sorry, I'm just concerned about you, that's all.
You know I need this money, and you know why I need it.
Look, if it means you don't have to go out selling your body, I'd rather you lived here rent-free.
I'm not doing it to pay the rent. I'm doing it to pay somebody to marry me. Remember?
Anna, the job is dangerous.
So what do? I either earn money this way to pay someone to marry me, or they do it for nothing. Would you do that? I'm serious. This is my predicament. You can help me if you're so concerned. You can stop it all now by marrying me and helping me become legal in this country.
Okay, look, I'm working on that. What about this gay guy I mentioned? Have you thought any more about him? Well, you should. You can't carry on living this kind of life.
I could always leave if you find my new kind of life too hard to take.
I don't want you to leave. I just hate the thought of Joe Halsall exploiting you. Worse than that, I hate the thought that one night I might find you lying dead in a gutter.
You got a minute, Sace? Now, listen, you know I've been having a bad time for the past few weeks, so don't knock us back, eh? I've got 2 tickets here for the charity day. Will you come with us?
God, you've got a nerve.
All right, so I haven't asked you out for a while.
I don't mean that. I mean Jimmy.
Well, all right, he's family and that, Sace, but business is business. And anyway, that little problem's behind us now, isn't it?
Don't try and get out of it, Barry. He might have been drunk, but he still knows it was you that knocked him down.
What are you going on about? What's up?
All right, last night, remember, Jimmy got knocked over in a hit and run. Well, it might have been dark, and he might have had a few, but he still saw you.
Jimmy saw me? I still don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I can't bear any more of your lies.
Look, Trace, I don't know anything about it. Do you really think I'd knock Jimmy down in a car?
I don't know what you'd do, Barry. Will you just get out me way?
Look, if it was me, I'd tell you, wouldn't I? Oh, come on, who told you it was me?
Jimmy did. I went to see him before. He's got a broken arm and a few other injuries. Oh, look, Barry, if you don't mind, I'm really busy.
Oh, look, Tracy, I promise you it wasn't me. You've got to believe me. Look, if my car had been in an accident, it'd be damaged, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
There's no maybe about it. It would be. So come on, let's go and check it out.
All right.
Oh, what's up? Damaged, is it?
I did nick Jimmy in the car.
So what happened then, Barry? Someone else nicked it, did they? And they knocked him over. What a coincidence.
I've been set up, haven't I?
We'll have to come up with something better than that.
Look, I didn't do it, Trace. On my ma's life.
Don't say things like that.
Yeah, but I mean it, don't I?
Where are you going?
I'm going to the hospital, aren't I? To see Jimmy before he sees the busies.
Well, you're too late. He was going to make a statement this afternoon.
You what? You mean he's already told him it was me?
Barry, he's just telling them what he saw.
Oh, that's brilliant, isn't it?
mean, that's me right up the creek without a paddle nab.
Mike, is all this your mess or some of it Keith's?
No, it's good, but...
I'll tell him you said that.
Don't care. I'm too happy to be bothered with domestic squabbles.
Why, what are you so happy about?
Well, it's a kind that I'll soon be swanning around Europe for a month. While you, in your suit and tie, will be stuck in your office breathing toxic fumes from a chemical factory.
The plant's quite safe to work in, actually.
Ah, but where would you rather be? Your office? Or France, into Switzerland, bit of Milano, maybe back into France, northern Spain, Portugal a couple of days. Sunning our tired bodies as we watch nubile European girls splashing themselves with oil.
My office, designing flowcharts for the shipment of sulfuric acid.
Oh, I can see why you hesitated. I'd love to go to Europe.
Ah, well, you could have come. But we've got to cop off with a girl in every city that we go to. So you might have kept our style.
Must admit, I wouldn't mind seeing a few nubile European girls myself.
It's nice to see someone happy.
As opposed to me, you mean?
Maybe it's time you started getting out a bit more. Maybe think about getting yourself a girlfriend.
You know I'm not ready for a girlfriend after what happened with Diana.
You can't not go out with women forever.
It's all about trust. Things most people take for granted, like kissing or going further, that's a very big step for me. Besides, I've got enough on my plate worrying about you at the moment.
You worry too much.
I wouldn't worry if you had a safer job.
Oh, let's not go over that again, please.
This is Joe Holsall's fault, you know. She shouldn't be putting you in touch with these cranks.
They're not cranks. Most of them. Look, I'm going over to the Farnhams to look after Thomas.
Anna, if there was something I could do, you know I would, don't you?
There's nothing you can do.
Hi, come in there. Thomas is playing in the garden.
Slow down, Max, you're sweating.
Am I? Gosh, so I am.
What's going on in your life? I've never seen you like this before.
Oh, it's a long story.
Thomas's grandfather didn't seem too happy about me babysitting yesterday.
Well, he's going to have to stay unhappy, isn't he? I mean, what am I supposed to do? I've got to go to the doctors and get this stomach sorted out.
Max, I'm on your side.
Sorry, Emma, of course you will. Oh, dear. Right, I better get going. Shan't be long. I don't know why I'm going anyway. It's only tummy ache. Not the first time I've had it. Oh, yeah, help yourself to any food in the fridge. I don't think there is any because I haven't done any shopping and, Right. I'm going.
Bye. Hope it's nothing serious.
Right.
Ah, just the person I want to see. Now get your sleeves rolled up, Dwyer, and give us a hand.
What about my nail polish?
I'll go out and buy you a bowl. Skiving again, I see.
No, I'm not. I'm on my way to a school governors meeting. I just thought I'd come in and give you some good news.
You moving in with me?
No, not just yet.
But you are considering it, though.
Will you listen? Look, I've got an interview for the job I went after.
Which job?
The only one I'm interested in, the equality officer.
In Liverpool?
Yeah, don't you remember anything?
Yeah, I remember. Good career move.
You're not still worried, are you?
That's just, well, you know, I think we might be zooming off on the way to the top, you know.
That isn't even on my mind. Look, I'd love to get the job, but you and the kids will still be part of my life.
Yeah, I don't want to lose you, buddy, you know.
Just try.
Look, I'm made up for you. And if they don't give you the job, well, their head's testing, don't they?
Thanks.
Johnson, you're sacked.
All right, Mike.
Not giving you any problems, is he?
Nothing I can't handle.
Hey, what's wrong with you being in on time, anyway?
Well, I was wondering if I could get off a bit earlier tonight. There's a big do on down the uni.
I knew there was something.
Oh, can I? I'll make it up to you Saturday.
Yeah, go on then.
Nice one, boss.
I better go. I'll see you this evening.
Listen, I made up about the interview. Fingers crossed.
Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, take care.
Bye, Mike.
Ta-da. Hey, did you hear about Jimmy from the club?
Oh, Jimmy Corker?
Somebody hit him with a card the other night.
No way.
Hit and run. Julia Brogan told us. Apparently he's still in the Aussie.
Who was the kids?
Well, who knows? I mean, apparently there's a rumour going on that whoever did it chased him and drove at him deliberately before he hit him.
Well, it was done deliberately?
Yeah, if it's true. I mean, he must have upset someone, wasn't he?
Well, Mr. Barry Grant is well in over his head this time, so just tell us what you know.
I don't know what I can say that might help.
Anything. If I got enough hard evidence on him, I'm going to do him for attempted murder.
Well, like I said, I haven't got any details. But as you know, things have been a bit strained lately.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Grant gave you a slap, didn't he? And Corkill tried to hold him off you.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in this business for some time, but it's the first time a supposed colleague has tried anything like that.
Well, perhaps you should have checked his CV out a bit more carefully. So that's it, is it? So Corkill stops him giving you a slap, and then Grant wants to do him in a car. Doesn't make sense.
No, that's not all. Because I told Barry I didn't want him around the club anymore, he tried to burn the place down and Jimmy stopped him. There was another fight, and luckily, the bloke from the pizza parlour stopped them from killing one another.
Tell me, did he leave the club before or after Corkill?
After. Yes, after, because I remember seeing Jimmy stagger out of the door.
How long after did Grant leave?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Well, perhaps you better keep one of your chaps around until I clear this little mess up, eh? How long?
He left about 5 minutes or so after.
5 minutes. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, if Barry Grant thought he was going to get away with that, he must be a bloody fool.
It's me that's the fool, being involved with someone like him in the first place.
Eh? Yeah, that bloke over in the pizza place, what's his name?
Mick Johnson.
Johnson, yeah. Is he open?
He might be.
I think I'll have a word with him later. Well, if you think of anything, just give me a call, yeah?
Right. Bye.
Be careful, Thomas.
Hello.
Oh, how did it go?
Well, just what I didn't want to hear. Doctor thinks I might have an ulcer.
Oh, Max.
Punishment, I suppose, for getting myself in such a mess.
Mess?
Well, I've upset Margaret and Patricia's parents. I've kidnapped my first wife's children from America, which put her in a really good mood. And to top it all, my body's starting to reject me.
I've always thought of you as so sure of things.
It's all the front, Anna. I'm finished, all washed up. See, here's living proof. I'm 30-something in a 60-year-old body. Take these, Mr. Farnham, and come back in a month. If I'm still alive.
Ulcers can be cured, you know.
What about the rest of my life? Been a bloody fool, Anna. I let emotions get the better of me, and it might cost me my second marriage.
What have you done?
Well, the least you know, the better, but I'm not exaggerating when I say it's serious. Very serious. Oh, hello.
You on your own?
No, Anna's here. And before you are, she's looking after Thomas.
Listen, I'm going to need a good brief.
Join the club.
Max, I'm being serious. So get us one with a good reputation, and it's not domestic either.
Everything all right?
No, it's not all right. I'll be in touch soon.
Right, yeah, I'm glad to sit down. Move these out the way. Thanks, this won't take long. What we're investigating involves a worker from the club next door, Jimmy Corkill.
Yeah, I heard all about it. Look, would you like a drink?
Yeah, coffee, thanks.
So, how is Jimmy?
Well, he's all right. Well enough to be interviewed. I have information to say that you were witness to a fracas last week, is that right?
Is it right that it was a hit and run?
Yeah. The fracas in the club involving Jimmy Corkill. Look, I've 2 accounts of people saying they saw you there, so it's not a secret.
I don't know what it was about, but it was turning nasty and I had to separate them.
Who?
Jimmy Corkill and Barry Grant.
And what were you doing there?
Well, Barry's my landlord and he put up the rent. That seemed a bit excessive, so I wanted to discuss it with him. By the time I got up there, they were laying into each other and I had to pull them apart.
Did Barry Grant issue any threats? Did Barry Grant issue any threats? This is an official inquiry, Mr. Johnson. Someone has hit another individual with a car. It's hardly a fair fight, you know.
Barry said that Jimmy would regret crossing him.
Did he? And when was the last time you saw Mr. Grant?
It was last Friday.
What time?
Well, it was more the early hours, really. I was locking up and he was going to his car.
And?
And he seemed in a rush.
Are you sure it was Barry Grant?
Look, I know Barry. Anyhow, we got into his car and he whizzed away.
What time was this?
It was about 2:30. I normally stay open for the stragglers coming from the club and shut up about 3-ish. But it was slack, so I closed up and, yeah, it's about 2:30.
Thank you.
Peter, has my passport come through, do you know?
It wasn't in the late post, no.
I thought it'd be here by now.
Hey, it'd be a real shame if it didn't arrive for another month.
Yeah, especially as I paid all my rent on my train fare. Oh, buddy. All right.
Hiya.
Listen, I'm going to shoot back in, all right?
If you're another student that's looking for holiday work, sorry.
No, actually, I'm a friend of Anna Volskas. I believe she works for you.
Yeah, that's right.
I was wondering if you knew how much at risk you were putting.
At risk?
Yeah, at risk.
Can you get to the point, because I'm really busy?
You fixed her up with some maniac the other night who roughed her up.
In Laluf?
No, she had to call me. He dumped her in a street somewhere.
My contract with Anna isn't any of your business. But for the record, she's paid as an escort in that club. What she does afterwards is her own business. And if she puts herself at risk, then she's being stupid.
You're just exploiting her. You might call her an escort, but you know, it's just another name for something else, isn't it?
And who are you? The Salvation Army?
No, I'm just someone that knows what's going on, and I don't like it.
And I don't like your accusations. I run legitimate escort service here, nothing sordid. But if Anna wants to earn a few more bob on her back, then it's her lookout if she ends up in trouble. And if I hear you making any more accusations about me, you'll find yourself in trouble.
Hey, how's your mum these days?
That's all coming on top, mate. I think it's over between me mum and dad.
What? Oh, come on.
No, honest. I mean, my mum says they both stopped loving each other. I find it hard to believe how two people like that can fall out of love. 20 years they've been together.
I know what you mean, mate. Things can be started off by something really trivial, you know, and then before you know what's happened, it's all got out of hand. You stop talking and it just goes on, you know.
Yeah, but it's our Jackie and Tony I feel for, especially Tony.
They'll get by, mate.
Yeah, but it's up in the air, mate. I mean, Tony's out all hours because my dad's not there. Jackie's got 2 jobs. I'm going off to Europe. Never see each other anymore. We're not a family.
Have you tried talking to your old fella?
Yeah, but what can he do? Sit around all day and play happy families on his own. Listen to me. I was buzzing before about Europe. I'm about as happy as a Notts Forest fan.
Yeah, it's early days. They might patch things up yet. All right, Bev.
Hiya.
It was about them photos. Keith says yours didn't turn out.
Oh, no, I just wanted a word.
All right, I'll close my ears.
Might be better in the shop. Your dad's going to the wholesaler soon, so...
Yeah, OK.
Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, see ya.
Hey, you might be back in there, mate.
Didn't know you two had a history.
Oh, well, yeah. You might give me a nice little surprise before I go to Europe.
Hello, Joe. I just came to see who I was escorting tonight.
Nobody.
Oh, anything tomorrow?
Here are your bookings for the next 6 months. Yeah, it's empty. You're not on my books anymore.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
You're too much hassle. Well, you're not, but that dipstick friend of yours is, coming over here ranting and raving about me exploiting you.
Peter said that.
I don't know who he was, but I run a legitimate business here. And like I said, what you do after is your business, not mine.
Please, Joe, I need the money.
Maybe you do. But you've got a big mouth. You're a liability. Ray!
Please.
I'm not changing my mind. You're finished.
That's another one you've stitched up, eh?
No, just another one of life's losers.
You set me up, though, didn't you? Look, I haven't come for a fight. But I will do if I have to.
I don't want to fight you.
No, because you set me up.
I don't know what you're talking about. But things don't look very good for you at the moment. Jimmy could have been killed.
I think you're so smart, don't you?
Smart enough to run this place, yeah. Things are getting quite busy, though, so I think I'm going to have to find a new partner. And seeing as you won't be around for a few years, I think I better start looking. Pretty smartish.
It's not going to work, Joe. No way.
Gotcha.
All right.
I've been looking for you.
Yeah, well, just been at the club, haven't I?
Get away. I've just been talking to your head of security, one James Corkill.
Oh, yeah. Jimmy, he's been involved in an accident, hasn't he? I was going to go and see him.
That's nice. And where were you the night of the accident?
When was it?
Friday.
Friday. I was in Birmingham.
Birmingham? Can't you be a bit more original than that? That's where you were during the murder. Remember? Now, Corker was hit by your car. So don't mess me about.
I was in Birmingham, and when I got back, the car was missing.
That's complete crap, and you know it. I've got witnesses. I've got someone that saw you here, leaving in your car.
All right, I was here, but I was in the club. I definitely wasn't driving the car. I'm being stitched up, aren't I?
Stitched up? By who? Why?
By my so-called partner, Joe also.
Leave it out, Barry. I've got someone that saw you here, in your car. Now, where is it?
I told you. It's gone missing. It's been robbed. I was going to report it.
I could arrest you now. I've enough for a decent case, but I won't. I want this one watertight. But that car will turn up. And when it does, we'll have another chat, eh, Barry? Only next time it'll be where there's bars on windows.
Hey, only 3 kids in at a time. Go on. Beginning to sound like me old fella, aren't I? Hey, listen, I've only got a minute. I've just left Keith in the pizza parlour and Mick's upstairs with his floozy. I'm going to Europe next week. Going all over the show. Should be great.
Good. Listen, something's happened.
Like what?
We've got a problem. A big problem. I'm pregnant. Peter?
Yeah?
Can I speak to you?
Yeah, won't be a minute.
No, I need to see you now.
All right. Just getting ready for my night shift.
What did you say to Joe Halsall?
Have you spoken to her, have you?
Yes. What did you say?
I just told her what I thought. She's exploiting you, and she should at least vet the men you meet.
You had no business. I didn't ask you to intervene.
Someone had to do something, Anna.
You didn't even have any right to speak to her. Would I go to your boss and tell him what I thought of him?
This isn't some management trainee scheme, Anna.
Forget the job. It's a principle. I wouldn't do it to you. I have no job now. She's given me the sack.
Well, you're better off without it.
Oh, well, that's easy for you to say. I don't have any work, so I don't have any way of earning any money.
Anna, the job was degrading.
Degrading for who? Not for me, because I have nobody but myself to answer to. It hurt nobody but me. And I was learning to cope with that. Then you come along with your moralising, telling me what I should do.
Yeah, well, I don't look at it like that.
I don't care what way you look at it. I have no job. Escorting was my way of saving enough money to pay somebody to marry me so I could stay in this country.
Anna, you don't have to earn your money by selling your body.
Oh, yeah, so what shall I do? I'll walk down to the job centre, shall I? I mean, I'm an illegal immigrant. I'm not even supposed to be in this country. Now, thanks to you, I've got no way of earning any money. Back to square one.
Well, I thought you were on the pill.
Why should I be? You used a condom most times. Well, does it matter? I'm pregnant.
So what are we going to do? Bev, we've got to talk about this.
I don't know. I haven't even come to terms with the fact that it's real yet.
Well, have you been to see a doctor?
I've got morning sickness. I went to the chemist for a pregnancy test. It's positive.
Oh, God, why now? Listen, this is what I think. We were good friends. I mean, we are good friends. But there's nothing really deep between the two of us, is there? Either side. So the thing to do is not to have it.
I know. You're right. I need to go private, though. It's quicker.
How much is that going to cost?
Between £200 and £300, but I need the money soon.
I haven't got that kind of cash. I'm a student. It's taken me all my time to save up to go round Europe.
I think you might have to forget Europe, Mike. This is more important.
Well, cancel my holiday.
I'm broke. I work in a shop.
You haven't said anything to my dad about this, have you?
Got no reason to say anything to your dad, have I? The sooner we get it, the better.
Well, can't you ask Lynn for a sub?
Or would you ask your dad?
Listen, this might sound a bit hard-faced, but I've got to ask you this, Bev. Are you sure it's mine? I mean, has there been anybody else?
No. It's your baby, and that's why it's up to you to help me get it sorted.
Hey, it would have been a cracking idea if we'd done Europe on bikes, wouldn't it? We'd have had fires like Schwarzenegger. Those foreign women love a good pair of legs, you know. What's up with you? You're not still worrying about your exam results, are you? You're about to get a Desmond.
What are you on about, a Desmond?
2-2. Desmond 2-2. Oh, who's been on your case?
I'm just working, aren't I?
I think I'll specialise in graphics from September. Might even get into advertising. Do you know what I thought? When we're in Europe and if we're hard up, I'll do pavement art. I'll take me pastels. Pay for a meal or two, won't it? Is there anyone in that skull of yours today?
It's you that's on me case.
I'm just happy. And so should you be. We're going abroad next week.
Well, I've got news for you, bud. You might be going on your own.
Why?
Because I've screwed my life up, that's why.
What are you talking about?
The delicious and lovely Bev is up the duff, and I'm the dad.
She's pregnant? You're messing, aren't you?
Wish I was.
She's defo pregnant, like?
Well, she's had one of them tests and it's come up positive. Must have been stupid.
He's right. Having sex these days without protection.
I thought she was on the pill.
I'm talking about catching something.
She doesn't sleep around.
And what about you? Anyway, how do you know what she does?
I don't, but you seem to be in a know.
I don't know anything. I'm just surprised, that's all. So what are you going to do about it?
The only logical thing, she's having an abortion.
You make it sound very casual. It's heavy stuff, Mike.
I know, but what can I do? There was nothing serious going on. We slept together a couple of times, that's all. Finished my second year at uni and I've got somebody pregnant.
Has she seen the quack about the abortion?
Well, she wants to go private, which means I'll have to pay. And the only money I've got is out of my Europe funds. So it looks as though you're on your own.
This is wrong. Way out of order.
Don't start lecturing, Keith. I couldn't stand it. I know I should have thought first, but I didn't. I've made me bed, so I'll have to lie in it.
I'm not on about that. Did you ask if it was definitely yours?
Yeah. Well, she says it is, and I trust her. Look, we had something going together, and then it was over. I don't know why, but it just happened. I mean, she's a strange girl, but I'm sure she doesn't sleep around.
But are you sure? You didn't see her every night.
What is it with you? I was her only fella, and as far as I know, there's no one else on the scene at the moment. OK, I've been stupid, and I'll have to take the consequences. But it's my baby, Keith.
All right. Hey, there's a new highway code book in there. There's a really good section in it on the lads right away on the pavement. You've really done it this time, haven't you?
You don't believe all that crap, do you?
Funny enough, I do.
It's garbage, Tech.
Yeah, well, you tried telling that to Jimmy. He said he saw you driving the car at him.
Yeah, well, he didn't, did he? He thought he did. I wasn't driving, Tech. I've been set up.
You know what? You should have been a politician. And it's always somebody else's fault.
Joe Household is trying to set me up, Tech.
Oh, so she drove the car, did she?
Look, don't you think I had something to sort out with Jimmy? I'd sort it out to his face, eh?
I wouldn't know anymore.
Terry, look, she wants me out the club, so she set me up, and now Kent's on me back.
Kent? Well, you can't blame him, can you? I mean, you did make him look stupid. And you know what he's like. Once he gets going, he's like a dog with a bone.
Yeah, and I reckon Joe Household knows that as well.
Oh, so it's a conspiracy now, is it?
Yeah, it is. Well, maybe it is. Well, I don't know, do I?
Look, well, whatever it is, Kent wants you whether you did it or not. Now, wouldn't that be funny, eh? Someone else going down for something they didn't do, like Graham Curtis.
I need a favour, Tech. Look, Kent's after the car. And I've got it stashed, you know, to hide the damage.
No, you can wait there. I'm not interested. Because what I don't know about, I can't testify to. So you can sort this one out on your own.
Hey, Pete. Do you want to give us a hand with the last few flags for the Jordashes?
Oh, I'm busy, mate.
I don't mean now. I mean later on. There's a pint in it for you.
I'm sorry, I've got work to do.
Peter, can you tell Anna I'm back?
Sure.
Oh, David, I wonder, could I have a word?
I don't really think there's anything more to be said, Max. Patricia's home next week, that's that.
Yes, I know. We've had all this out before.
Many times.
I was wondering what Patricia will think of you for telling her. Whatever it is, you decide.
I should be telling her the truth.
Yes, but I still don't understand why you're doing this.
Because, Max, Patricia found out. She lost faith in me when she found out that I'd had an affair when she was a kid. It doesn't matter how long ago it happened, it still hurts her. Oh, she loves me, oh yes, but she doesn't really trust me. Do you know how that makes me feel as a father, Max? Worthless, absolutely worthless. And if I can redress any of the pain that I caused her by telling her the truth, then I'm sorry if you're the casualty.
So, if you take your time, the flowers don't get damaged, the customer's satisfied, and we stand a good chance of them coming back.
So now just throw a bit of ribbon around the bottom?
No! We dress the end of the bouquet with a piece of ribbon that matches the dominant colour of the arrangement.
That's what I meant, really.
Hello there. Hello, Julia. I was wondering, do you sell, weed killer? Weed killer? Heavens, no. We could do you some plant food.
Oh, no, thanks. Oh, well.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
I call your fella Dr. Crosby, don't I?
You a doctor?
Good Lord, there.
He's as clever as one, though, isn't he, Jean? In fact, I think he's cleverer. He knows everything there is to know about pills. Oh, look, these are my friend Dolly. She's just come out of hospital and they gave them to her. Nothing about what they are or anything. I mean, the poor woman could be being poisoned for all she knows.
Oh, it's ampicillin. This is just an antibiotic. Has she had some sort of infection recently?
How did you know that? Dolly's just had an infected abscess.
Hey, that was dead good.
You should get him on Mastermind, Jean.
What was it you wanted, my darling?
Well, I very stupidly locked myself out of the house. Can I borrow your keys?
Yes, I'll get them. Won't be a minute.
Can't be too long. You don't want to miss the tennis on television.
Oh, tennis. Oh, I love tennis. Better than that modern squash game. That's just tennis with walls. They steal everything from us, don't they?
Who does?
Whoever it was invented squash.
Actually, I think you'll find that we, in fact, imported tennis from the French.
Oh, yeah, sounds French, doesn't it? Do you play tennis yourself, David?
Not anymore, unfortunately. I used to play quite a bit when I was younger. Medical Corps, Worthing Conservatives.
Oh, are you conservative?
Yes.
Don't let my dad know that. He reckons he should all be strung up.
Yeah, but I think he means that lot that are supposedly running the country at the moment. David's all right, aren't you?
I hope so, yes. Actually, I'm what they'd call a wet. I was all for a bit of paternalism myself, but I'm afraid my views are rather out of favour these days.
Well, I think it's a shame that you're out of favour, because I'm very interested in this paternal stuff. Are you in a Conservative club up here, David?
Not at the moment, no.
Actually, I've always voted for the other lot myself. Well, Arthur, my fella, he's dead now, like. He always thought it was a good idea. But I suppose, in a way, your lot are a nicer bunch. There's a Conservative club in West Derby Village, not far from here, you know. I can show you if you like. I mean, I've never been in one, but I think I'd like to.
Well, yes, I'll think about it, thank you. Although, I'm afraid this Maastricht business has put me off a bit.
Well, I'm the same. I can't stand this Maastricht. I blame that Ted Heath and General de Gaulle myself. They got us into this mess.
Ah, well, I don't really think you can blame Ted for this one.
Oh, I'm not blaming Ted. I think it's more that de Gaulle's fault. Him and that Foreign Legion hat he wore everywhere. Do you think he looks silly in it?
Yes, I suppose he does, yes.
Do you know, I can't get over how similar we are.
Need a word with you. Come to finish the job, have you? Said he wasn't in there with many busies in there. Why are you going to go in and say you're sorry? Sinbad, do you think I'd be that soft to run him over in my own car? Eh? Why not? You torched the shop, didn't you? And the more I think about it, the more I wonder whether you'd have been bothered if he'd have been in the place when it went up. That's crap, that Sinbad, and you know it. Yeah, well, you best do a runner, mate. What, and wear a big sign on your back saying guilty? He saw you, and he saw your car. He didn't see me, right? I'm being set up. Joe Alsall's behind all of this. Yeah, well, I don't want to know any details, do I? That copper's told him, Barry. He said that if he gets your car, you're going down. Well, I've stashed the car, haven't I? All right. Well, don't tell me any of that. Because I don't want to be involved in any of this, Barry. Attempted murder's heavy stuff. Jimmy, look, it's all right, it's only me. We need to talk.
Need to testing, you mean? Get out.
Jimmy, it wasn't me. You've got to believe me. I wouldn't do this to you.
I bloody saw you.
You didn't see me.
He's winding me up, I thought. He's gonna stop, I thought. But you drove straight at me, you.
Look, Jimmy, stop it, will you? It's Joe Alsauce. He wants us both out the way.
You're paranoid.
Look, I was sitting in the club with her when you got knocked down. Someone robbed my car and went and did you.
Oh, aye. Who?
Like them two divvies who keep coming around the club all the time.
She's had them round because she's scared of you. And who can blame her? You had to go at her and all, didn't you? I mean, I've done some things in my time, but I'd never hit a woman. You are on a downward slide, mate. And the further you slide, the more dangerous you are.
Jimmy, look, you've got to believe me. On my mother's life, I wouldn't do
Your
that.
mother? She wouldn't want to know you. The coppers will have you, and I'll face you in the dock. Because you're going down for this one.
Jimmy, don't be stupid, will you? Alsauce's got you round a little finger.
Nurse?
Just give us 1 minute, eh?
Nurse! Get the police!
Can you lot get to sleep, please?
Yeah, hello. Could I speak to Mrs. Patricia Farnham, please? Room 102. Oh. Right. No. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Now, if you finish your own work, you can give us a hand.
No, just come and have some fresh air in the nose, that's all.
Yeah.
Listen, Mike was telling me that Jimmy Corkill's had an accident.
Oh, more than an accident. It was a hit and run.
I thought he was winding me up, you know, nicely.
No, it's not a wind-up, mate.
And you were saying that there's a rumour going around it was deliberate?
Well, that's just speculation. Unless, of course, you had something to do with it. Everyone knows you didn't get on well with him.
Not really my style. Besides, I'm trying to put all that behind me.
Aye. Yeah. I'm not being nosy or nothing, but... Have you been out with a girl since, you know?
No, not yet.
Does it bother you that people might think you're a rapist?
What do you think? I've thought once or twice about moving away, but I'm not going to run away from people gossiping behind my back.
Well, if you were to start going out with women again, you could do much worse than starting with Anna. I mean, she must trust you. She lives in the same house. And she's looking good lately, isn't she? Well, what's she doing now for work since she stopped all that stuff that I was fixing up for her?
She's got a bar job downtown.
Oh, nice one. I'll have to pop in there for a pint. No, catch her on the job, so to speak.
No, she's very shy about it, really.
Oh, she'll be all right. I'll have a word with her.
No, please don't. It's not just she's shy. No, she's very proud, and going from looking after children to a bar job, it's a bit of a come down for her.
Yeah. Well, talking of bar work, this is a very thirsty job, you know, mate.
Would you like a drink?
Oh, only if you're offering, like. Hey, Sarnie wouldn't go amiss either.
Yes. OK, ta-da.
The order for the birthday party in the village. Is it nearly ready?
Yep. I'll be there in no time. I know the road.
It's a good job I can't drive the van. I'll probably stop it in a country lane and do myself in with the exhaust fumes.
Oh, come on, Bud. I know it's tough, like, but Bev's probably going to be the one who has to carry the scars with her.
Yeah, you bet. You seem a bit petty me getting fed up about missing the holiday. Something serious coming up.
I haven't even thought what I'm going to do yet, but I'm not going round Europe on my own.
I'm feeling right, Tosspot. I've messed up your holiday as well.
Have you, mentioned this to your dad?
I was going to say something this morning. The more I think about it, the more I'm glad I never. Anyway, that's the last thing he needs on his mind is the thought of a grandchild. Anyway, he'll probably kill me.
You should mention it to him, you know.
That's my problem. I'll deal with it.
Listen, I'll be a bit delayed in case I can't find this place.
I thought you said you moved away, you lied. It's all right. Anything to get away, eh? There you go. That's spot on, that. Not one bit of movement. Oh, nice one, Pete. There you go. Cheers.
Looks a good job.
Yeah, told them coming loose. Well, I'll just brush this off and I'm finished then.
It's a good job Trevor Jordache isn't around. You'd never have got it finished then, would you? I don't think I've ever met anyone so possessive of his family.
Yeah, well, it takes all sorts, doesn't it?
You wonder what he went to all of a sudden, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I suppose the fear with people like that is you never know whether they're going to turn up again or not.
But he does, though.
People like him never give up.
Well, that's the end of that.
Well, I hope they're pleased with it.
Well, they will be. Covers up a multitude of sins.
All right, Maxie?
Ah, Ronnie! How's things going?
Could be better, but, well, you know what it's like. Gets a bit strained when the missus is away, doesn't it?
Say that again.
Where is your Pat? I haven't seen her around lately.
Well, she's away on business in Oxford, but she's due back on Monday. Black Monday.
So, where are you off to now, mate?
Well, I'm going to see my father-in-law, try and talk some sense into him.
Is everything all right, lad?
Well, come to mention it, no. No, what else is new?
Only, you know, do you think it's wise trying to talk some sense into Ben while you look as though you've had a few?
Dutch courage. Stupidity even, call it what you will. This is a last-ditch attempt. Max Farnham and David Crosby, the final conflict.
Oh, hello, Max.
Hi there. I need to speak to David.
Have you been drinking?
No. Oh, well, just a little on this.
I don't think it's wise for you to talk to anyone at the moment.
No, look, I need to speak to him.
Yes, understood. Spasiba. It's Anastasia from Archangel again. What's the matter? Oh, no, not again.
No, don't get worked up. I just wanted to tell you how very, very sorry I am. I'm sorry for fouling up your lives, Patricia's life.
Look, I think the best thing you can do is go home and get sobered up.
Please. My marriage may well end on Monday
If I tell my daughter what she's entitled to know is what I think you mean.
This'll kill her. Please. I know I've been a bloody fool.
She's right, David. Let Patricia and Max sort this out their own way. Let it be Max's decision what to tell her and when.
Well, I'm not changing my decision, and that's final. If you'll excuse me, I've got someone to talk to in a hotel in Wangaratta.
Well, I hope they've got a spare room for me.
Teddy?
No, no, and no. Listen, I've just been to the hospital, right? Been to see Jimmy, but he won't talk to me.
Now, there's a surprise.
Don't be smart, Aita. Now, that's where my life's taking a turn for the better. Getting smart. You're wasting your time, Barry. I can't. And more to the point, I won't get involved. Look, I've worked it all out. All right, you don't believe me that I've been stitched up, but I have. Well, Jimmy was knocked down by someone driving my car. And if Ken finds that car, that's the last piece in the jigsaw puzzle. Now, I need a favour. No. The car's in a lockup. I need to get it and drive it anywhere for us to. I mean, if I'm caught driving it, I've had it. Yeah, and if I get caught driving it, Kent's going to do me for an accessory to attempted murder or whatever. No, you're wasting your time. You've dictated my life once too often. And like I said to you earlier, you're on your own in this one. Thanks for nothing, sir. Have a nice day now.
All right, Keith. Michael's not in.
No, I was just coming back from a delivery and I wanted a word.
Yeah, sure. Come in, sit down.
No, it's all right.
You haven't found more photos or something, have you?
No,
Oh, come on, then, spit it out.
It's your Mike.
What's he done now?
Well, that's just it. He hasn't, I think. Oh, look, this is dead embarrassing.
Look, Keith, can you cut the waffle, please, and tell me what's on your mind? I'm a big boy now, you know. I can't take it.
All right. Your Mike's being accused of something that he mightn't have done, and I just think that it's out of order. OK, there can be no definite proof, like...
Keith, what the hell are you talking about, son?
Bev.
Bev?
She's pregnant.
Pregnant? Well, how come she told you?
She didn't. She told your Mike. She reckons he's the dad. She told him yesterday. But it's not right, Mr. Dixon.
What's our Michael say about it?
Well, him and Bev have talked about it and they're trying to get the cash to get rid of it.
Oh, no.
You can't let it happen. It's way out of order. Your Mike getting the blame for this.
Hey, don't you go getting on your high horse. You're talking like it wasn't more to do with me now, Michael.
Oh, come on, Mr. Dixon. I developed those photos of you and Bev. You can't deny you're mixed up in this one way or another.
All right, yeah.
That's me, mate.
Yeah, and he's my son.
Bev can't be sure it is, but that's what she's saying. Your Mike's doing his head and trying to work out where he can get the money from.
Look, can you just give me a minute for me to take all this in, please?
I don't like the injustice of it, Mr. Dixon.
No, well, I'll sort it out, all right?
When?
Hey, look, I don't even have to discuss this with you at all, you know, Keith. And I don't want you utterly unaware of this conversation to our Michael either.
Yeah, but you'll have to do something quick. Because you and me both know Bev's child might well be yours.
Hey, you just stay right out of this.
I'm in a bad position here, Mr. Dixon. I didn't want all this coming down with me right in the middle. But I can't keep this from Mike for too long. So if you don't sort it quick, I'm going to have to tell him what I know about his dad and his girlfriend.